I want.
Administration is not on land grants but on providing jobs and livelihood projects for the urban poor sector. Hurtado adds the city government already has 20 urban poor. The present administration is not on land grants but on providing jobs and livelihood projects for the urban poor sector. Hurtado adds the city government already has 20 urban poor relocation sites. The city government is now concentrating on providing livelihood projects for occupants of the relocation sites.
Ang urban poor sector, prioridad pa po kang Rocco administration. In fact, hindi pong ginigiming integrated livelihood master plan para po niyo sa urban poor. Nganing matakman po sila ng suporta sa pagbuhay, kaya po nag-inuwa po ang Rocco administration na tapuson inyong integrated livelihood master plan tulos-tulos as in ma-implementar po si mga major projects for the urban poor sector.
And that's the latest in Naga City. I'm Elmer Caceres in Bicol Region.
Thousands of squatter families in Antipolo may lose their homes anytime this week after the A Corporation claiming their lands plans to continue demolitions in the area. The residents and their council, Eduardo Bringas, points out there were no notices given them before the demolition, which began last June 28. They add the case is still pending at the Court of Appeals after a temporary restraining order against the demolition lapsed last May. Attorney Bringas adds some of their evidence point to the possibility of government officials conniving with officials of the Fairground Development Corporation. And over the weekend, Senator Robert Jaworski, represented by his chief of staff and son, Dodot Jaworski, distributed relief items and gave medical care to more than 4,000 families in the area.
The committee has looked into the matter. They have come out with their own recommendations, stating that there are certain people in the LRA at fault.
If we are able to prove that he's an owner, and we are able to prove that there are government entities involved, and we are able to prove that this property belongs to the government, and the worth of this property is more than 50 million, then it would be the crime of plunder, which is under RA 7659, is punishable by death.
Long lines to the U.S. Embassy may no longer be a nightmare to Filipinos planning to travel to the United States. Visa applications to the U.S. Embassy will now be done by appointment. Manila Mayor Lito Atienza said.
Back here at home, another member of the Ampatuan clan was found guilty in the Maguindanao massacre, appeals his conviction. Mike Navalio is now on the line to tell us more about this. Mike.
Hi, Ron. The Ampatuan brothers have started the process of appealing their murder conviction in connection with the brutal 2009 Maguindanao massacre. Former ARMM Governor Zaldi Ampatuan filed his notice of appeal with Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 221 this afternoon, while former Dato Insay Mayor Andal Insay Ampatuan Jr. filed his notice yesterday. This means the two of them will appeal their conviction directly with the Court of Appeals. Meanwhile, their brother, Anwar Ampatuan Sr., filed a motion for reconsideration yesterday, along with his two sons, Anwar Ampatuan Jr., alias Dato Ipi, and Anwar Sajid Ampatuan, alias Dato Ilo. Anwar Sr. insisted there was no proof he conspired with other convicts and that he was not present during the meeting where he allegedly suggested killing the mga Datos for burying their vehicles. His sons claimed there was not enough evidence that they were in the area of the crime scene, despite the court's finding that they even had a contest as to the most number of victims killed. All five of Ampatuans were sentenced to reclusion perpetua, or up to 40 years in prison, along with 23 other principal accused. Among the 15 accused convicted as accessories, Bong Andal filed a motion for reconsideration. Andal admitted to burying the victims and their vehicles upon orders of Dato Insay, and is claiming he acted out of uncontrollable fear, greater or equal injury, a ground which exempts an accused from any penalty. Meanwhile, the police officer was both acquitted and convicted for murder, has filed a habeas corpus petition with the Court of Appeals questioning the ruling. But it's not just those who were convicted who are appealing. The heirs of the victims have filed either a motion for partial reconsideration or a notice of appeal to appeal the civil aspect of the case. But the family of journalist Reynaldo Momay informed the court they intend to appeal not just the civil aspect, but also the criminal aspect as well, despite the rule on double jeopardy, which bars the court from trying again the accused who were acquitted on the same case. The Quezon City Court acquitted all 101 accused in the case of Momay because his death was not established by evidence. His body was never found. The Quezon City Court is set to hear on Monday some of the motions filed, including Zaldi Ampatuan's plea to be moved to the New Bilibid Prison Infirmary because of his poor health. Another hearing on the remaining motions is set next Friday. Ron?
Mike Navallo, thanks for that story. Just days before Christmas, two blasts rocked the city of Cotabato Sunday night. A grenade was lobbed near the Immaculate Conception Cathedral and a radio station. 13 people were hurt, including 8 soldiers who were conducting patrols in the area.
Coming Christmas and New Year, ang mga personnel kasi natin, the PNP is nakalatag for the security sa kanya-kanya mga places within the Cotabato City.
Minutes after the first blast, another loud explosion was heard in the village of Rosary Heights 1. Authorities say it was an improvised explosive device. 2 bombs also went off in the town of Libungan, Cotabato. 7 were hurt in the first explosion. The bomb was left inside a mini grocery. Another bomb went off near the mini grocery while authorities were investigating the blast site. No one was injured. On Monday, police from the Regional Office 12 inspected the area.
We have persons of interest, but we're still gathering information. What we're trying to do right now is to make sure that there will be no more incidents like this that will happen in the whole region.
The local government of Libungan condemns the twin blasts.
We condemn it to the highest possible sense. Considering that it's Christmas, the best deterrent to this kind of threats is to maintain your way of life. Kasi yun yung purpose minsan ng ganitong mga bagay. It's to somewhat limit and instill fear. But Libungan has a very strong resolve. Kalmado naman yung mga tao rito. And we have requested for them to remain calm, but to be more vigilant.
In UP, Maguindanao, a roadside bomb went off, injuring a teenager on board an SUV. But before the blast, 2 improvised explosives were thrown at the municipal police station, hurting its chief of police.
Failed kasi yung bombing sa akin so meron pang mga secondary explosion yan. Siguro dito sa pag-evac kung meron mga mangyayari, dalhin sa ospital kasi going to hospital yan
The 6th Infantry Division says they have been receiving intel reports on possible bomb attacks in central Mindanao. Despite the bomb attacks, President Duterte still went to Cotabato City Monday to lead the distribution of certificates of land ownership to qualified agrarian reform beneficiaries from the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. He calls on the new government in the region to be more assertive.
We are not careful. We should avoid. The foreign government should assert its authority at kung ayaw nila, patayin ninyo because those the guys that create trouble. Wala nang katapusan. Pareho na tayo ng Syria. At baka hindi ako ang presidente magkalat. Pagkalat yan, bomba dito, bomba doon.
The police and the military are already on heightened alert.
Naapektuhan lang na kanyang truck or extension itong Eastern Visayas at yung Caraga region. Hindi inaasahan malapit sa kadupaan. Ito'y dito lang sa gitna ng Caragaan. Ito pong parent lang po sa pababa po yan at dinikit itong LPA. Malulusaw pa punta dito sa Visayas area. May epekto ba yan dun sa wind flow? Particular kung saan dadalhin yung mga abo ng
Philippine authorities are hunting down the 80 suspects in the Maguindanao massacre case remain at large. Meanwhile, members of the powerful Ampatuan clan who were acquitted in
kasi nga yung direksyon ng usok or ng materials galing sa ating Taal volcano, nakadepende po yan sa kanyang ash column o yung height ng kanyang binubugan na usok. So, dahil iba-iba ang posibleng maging
Philippine authorities are hunting down the 80 suspects in the Maguindanao massacre case remain at large.
ng Taal volcano. So, sa 7 kilometers height, sa susunod 3 araw,
Philippine authorities are hunting down the 80 suspects in the Maguindanao massacre case remain at large. Meanwhile, members of the powerful Ampatuan clan who were acquitted in the killings are coming home. A.N.C reports.
Families and supporters of the acquitted Ampatuan clan members await their homecoming after being imprisoned for 10 years. Among those acquitted were
Madam Interpreter, kindly read the decision.
So galing sa timog or galing kanluran papunta sa hilagang silangan. So almost
Philippine authorities are hunting down the 80 suspects in the Maguindanao massacre case remain at large. Meanwhile, members of the powerful Ampatuan clan who were acquitted in the killings are coming home. A.N.C reports.
families and